dear friend to a quiet moment just for you. As you settle into your most comfortable space, feel the gentle support beneath you. Allow your shoulders to soften, your hands to rest, and your feet to find their ease. Take a slow, deep breath with me now. In through your nose, feeling the peaceful calm fill you, and a long, soft breath out, letting go of any lingering thoughts or tensions from your day. Again, a slow, gentle breath in, and a quiet, peaceful breath out. You don't need to do anything but listen, allowing these words and images to simply carry you into a peaceful slumber. Tonight, we begin a journey to a place steeped in ancient whispers, a sanctuary nestled deep within the quiet heart of the world. Imagine, if you will, the soft, cool air of evening beginning to descend. Above, the first silver stars begin to dot the deepening violet sky. You are standing at the edge of a sacred grove where ancient trees stand like silent guardians, their leaves rustling with a hush that seems to carry forgotten stories. Through the intertwining branches, a soft, inviting glow emerges. It's not a harsh light, but a warm, golden luminescence, hinting at something timeless and serene. As you step closer, following a path paved with smooth, worn stones, the trees part to reveal it, an ancient temple. Its marble columns, bleached by centuries of sun and rain, rise gracefully towards the heavens. Moonlight, now stronger, bathes the facade in a soft, ethereal glow, highlighting intricate carvings that tell tales of forgotten gods and peaceful rituals. The air here is still and sacred, carrying only the faint scent of old stone and damp earth. A gentle hush settles all around, as if the very stones hold their breath, inviting you to simply be. The ancient temple's interior is a cool, quiet embrace. Stone pillars, worn smooth by centuries, rise towards a high, unseen ceiling, their surfaces etched with forgotten symbols that seem to hum with a silent energy. Faint shafts of moonlight, or perhaps the soft glow of distant phosphorescence, filter through hidden openings, illuminating dust motes dancing in the stillness. Each carving, each gentle curve of the stone tells a story without words, a history whispered only to the quietest of hearts. You notice the soft texture of the cool stone beneath your fingers as you gently trace a path forward. As you step further, your footsteps are absorbed by the thick, cool air, leaving no echo. The path beneath you is smooth, ancient flagstones, cool to the touch. Around a gentle bend, the main chamber opens up, wider and even more serene. Here, the soft light gathers, revealing a grand, circular space. In the very center, a pool of perfectly still, dark water reflects the faint glow from above, like a polished obsidian mirror. The surface is unblemished, holding secrets deep within its calm depth. The air carries no scent now, only the pure stillness. The silence here is even more profound, a sanctuary where time itself seems to slow. Smooth marble benches, low and inviting, line the perimeter of the chamber, carved with the same ancient symbols as the pillars. A delicate, almost invisible mist hovers just above the surface of the reflective pool, adding to the ethereal atmosphere. You can almost feel the presence of those who once sought solace here, their quiet contemplations lingering in the very fabric of the air. It's a place of deep memory and profound peace, a perfect hush that cradles the silence, inviting complete rest, settling you deeper into its ancient calm. The ancient calm deepens as you quietly drift further into the heart of this sacred space. Each step, though unseen, feels cushioned by ages of reverence, by the countless quiet moments that have unfolded here. The air, cool and still, carries a faint, earthy scent, like old stone and distant rain, mingling with a whisper of something sweeter, perhaps dried blossoms from long-forgotten offerings. Subtle, distant wind chimes. Ahead, a gentle glow emanates from an inner sanctuary. Not the harsh brilliance of a torch or sun, but a soft, constant luminescence, like moonlight filtered through ancient alabaster, or the deep, inner light of the earth itself. As you draw closer, the walls around you begin to shift in subtle ways, no longer just rough-hewn stone, but polished marble, veined with soft grays and deep blues that seem to trace the pathways of forgotten rivers or distant constellations. The smooth, cool touch of the marble seems to emanate a quiet strength, a feeling of enduring peace. In the center of this inner chamber, a circular pool shimmers with the same soft light, reflecting the vaulted ceiling above like a perfect, inverted sky. It is perfectly still, its surface unbroken, a mirror to timeless tranquility. Tiny, delicate mosses cling to the edges of the pool, vibrant green against the pale stone, hinting at life enduring quietly within the temple's embrace. The water itself seems impossibly clear, inviting a gaze that loses itself in its depth. There are no grand statues, no booming altars, only this serene pool and the quiet, comforting presence of the ancient temple walls, holding steady through the ages. This deep, quiet stillness washes over everything, calming the mind and soothing the spirit, inviting your own thoughts to become as clear and untroubled as the water's surface. The water's surface, now perfectly calm, begins to reflect the gentle light of the moon, painting a shimmering pathway across its tranquil expanse. Each ripple, each subtle current has faded away, leaving behind a mirror to the quiet heavens above. You can almost feel the ancient energy held within this place, a timeless hum that resonates deep in the earth and whispers through the leaves. Soft wind chimes as your eyes drift upwards from the water. They fall upon the grand, moss-kissed steps of an ancient temple, rising serenely from the riverbank. Its weathered stone, bleached by countless seasons, glows faintly under the moonlight, telling tales of forgotten eras in its silent contours. Thick, velvety moss clings to the lower stones, softening their edges and adding to the sense of undisturbed antiquity. A gentle, cool breeze, carrying the scent of damp earth and distant blossoms, stirs the air around the temple. It rustles the leaves of the ancient trees that stand sentinel around its perimeter, their branches forming a natural, protective canopy. The silence here is profound, broken only by the almost imperceptible whisper of the wind and the distant hoot of an owl, a sound that only deepens the pervasive calm. Imagine the sacred groves surrounding this temple, where ancient trees with gnarled roots reach deep into the earth, their branches intertwining above to create a dappled ceiling of leaves and sky. Moonlight filters through this green canopy, casting intricate patterns of light and shadow on the temple's entrance. A soft, inviting glow seems to emanate from within the temple's dark doorway, a promise of quiet contemplation and peaceful rest. All is still, all is hushed, a sanctuary wrapped in the arms of the timeless night. The soft, inviting glow from within the temple's dark doorway seems to beckon gently, like a whispered secret waiting to be shared. You step across the threshold, and the outside world, with its cool night air and distant rustling leaves, softly recedes, melting into the quiet of the night. Inside, the air is still and warm, carrying a faint, sweet scent of aged parchment and dry herbs, a fragrance of forgotten tales. Your footsteps make no sound on the smooth, polished marble floor that stretches into the quiet depths of the temple, absorbing any echo. Towering columns of pale, veined stone rise majestically towards a distant, vaulted ceiling, their surfaces catching the soft, internal light with a muted sheen. Shadows dance in gentle, elongated forms along the walls, telling quiet tales of the countless nights and days this sanctuary has witnessed in profound silence. No hurried movements, no loud voices disrupt the profound quiet of ancient wisdom. The light itself seems to breathe, pulsing with a faint, steady rhythm, illuminating hushed alcoves and the beginnings of what appears to be a vast, silent hall beckoning you further in. As your eyes adjust and you gaze deeper into the vast space, rows upon rows of intricately carved wooden shelves begin to emerge from the soft gloom, each one laden with bound scrolls and thick, leather-bound tomes. This is not merely a temple of devotion. It is a profound repository of stories, a haven for quiet knowledge, nestled within these hallowed walls. The air here feels heavy with history, yet wonderfully light with peace, a sense of calm knowledge permeating everything. The gentle, consistent light from unseen sources guides your eyes along the quiet corridors, promising even more wonders further within, deeper into this ancient library. All is still, all is hushed, a sanctuary wrapped in the arms of the timeless night. Holding its secrets close, you drift deeper now, beyond the intricate carvings of the main corridors, into a more secluded part of the ancient library. Here, the ceilings soar even higher, adorned with faded frescoes that whisper tales of forgotten constellations and mythic journeys. The air is still and cool, carrying the faint, sweet scent of aged parchment and dry cedar, a fragrance of knowledge and time. Your steps are almost silent on the polished stone floor, a gentle echo absorbed by the vastness, guided by the soft, ethereal glow filtering from high arched windows. This moonlight paints silver streaks across the quiet, grand hall. This is a central chamber, perhaps a grand reading room or a special archive, where light seems to gather and linger, illuminating dust motes dancing in the stillness. Tall, dark wooden shelves, intricately carved with celestial motifs, rise like ancient trees reaching for the heavens, laden with countless volumes bound in aged leather and finely woven linen. Some are open on sturdy, dark wooden reading stands, as if a scholar has just stepped away, leaving a delicate feather quill beside an illuminated manuscript, its vibrant colors softened by centuries. You notice a large, circular table in the very center, its smooth, cool surface reflecting the gentle, silver light. Upon it, a single, unfurled star map glows softly, its intricate silver points charting imagined paths through tranquil nebulae and distant, quiet galaxies. The quiet reverence of this space is palpable, a sense of deep wisdom resting undisturbed, inviting only peace and contemplation. All is still, all is hushed, a sanctuary wrapped in the arms of the timeless night, holding its secrets close, inviting you to simply be and absorb the profound quiet. The profound quiet of the sanctuary remains, a gentle blanket wrapped around the ancient stones. As the night deepens, a soft, almost imperceptible glow begins to emanate from the very heart of the temple. It is not a flame, nor a direct light source, but rather a luminous energy that seems to shimmer from within the aged marble, tracing the faint lines of forgotten carvings on the walls. Subtle, distant chime, you might notice the air here is impossibly still, cool yet not cold, carrying a subtle, earthy scent, like moss-covered stone and distant rainfall. Your gaze drifts past towering, fluted columns, each one a silent sentinel, reaching towards a vaulted ceiling where faint constellations are etched, glimmering with an inner light of their own. It feels as if you are standing beneath an indoor sky, a celestial map guiding silent thoughts. Ahead, a gentle archway, softened by centuries, invites you further inward. There is no urgency, only a quiet beckoning. Passing beneath it, you find yourself in a smaller, more intimate chamber. Here, the luminous glow is more concentrated, illuminating a central, circular platform of smooth, dark stone. Upon it rests nothing but an empty, ornate vessel, perhaps once a brazier, now polished by time and stillness, reflecting the faint starlight from above. The chamber breathes with an ancient wisdom, the kind that whispers of long-held stories without ever uttering a sound. The light dances across the smooth stone, revealing intricate, barely visible patterns on the floor, suggesting ancient pathways or constellations. Each detail speaks of a peaceful reverence, a history unfolded in quiet contemplation. The outside world feels impossibly distant, replaced by this serene embrace. The air here carries the faint, sweet scent of aged cedar and cool, smooth stone, a quiet breath from forgotten centuries. Your gaze might drift along the silent walls, where the soft, diffused light, perhaps from a high, narrow opening or a distant, moonlit archway, illuminates intricate carvings. These aren't just decorative patterns, they are constellations, etched with a precision that speaks of dedicated observers who watched the night sky from this very spot, long, long ago. Each detail whispers of a peaceful reverence, a history unfolded in quiet contemplation. Imagine the gentle glow of a single, flickering oil lamp, or a distant, ethereal moonlight, casting dancing shadows on the celestial maps laid out on a low, polished stone table. Each delicate line, each tiny, shimmering dot represents a star, a nebula, a journey across the cosmic ocean. The parchment, brittle and warm with age, holds the wisdom of generations who looked up with wonder and mapped the silent pathways of the heavens. It feels as if time itself slows down in this hallowed space. You can almost feel the presence of those ancient scholars, their quiet focus as they charted the movements of distant suns and celestial bodies. The chamber itself seems to hum with their peaceful dedication, a soft, resonant echo of timeless knowledge. No hurried steps, no loud voices, only the deep hush of a place where the universe itself was contemplated in profound stillness. The coolness of the stone beneath your hand, the almost imperceptible whisper of air through a distant archway, it all contributes to this profound sense of peace. You are simply present, a quiet observer in a space dedicated to the silent, starry dance. Your thoughts as vast and calm as the night sky above. The gentle hum of the ancient structure cradles you, a symphony of silence that deepens with each passing moment. Your gaze drifts from the celestial patterns above down to the smooth, cool surface of the grand marble altar at the chamber's center. It isn't an altar for sacrifice, but for quiet contemplation, its polished surface reflecting the faint, ethereal glow that filters through the meticulously painted star charts on the domed ceiling. Carved into its sides are swirling motifs, patterns that seem to echo the very constellations you've been observing. Ancient stories, whispered not in words, but in the timeless language of stone. Each curve feels deliberate, holding centuries of gentle reverence. A soft, almost imperceptible breeze, carrying the faint scent of distant cypress trees, and perhaps a hint of something floral from the sacred groves just beyond these hallowed walls stirs the air. It's a breath from the world outside, yet it only serves to deepen the profound tranquility within. Your mind, too, begins to mirror this stillness, becoming a calm, open space where thoughts gently rise and fall like the distant, slow tides of a forgotten, peaceful sea. You feel your own breath settle into this same unhurried rhythm, matching the slow, cosmic pulse of the temple itself. As you linger here, you notice a subtle shift in the chamber's lighting. Deepest indigo of the night sky dome slowly softens, hinting at the earliest pre-dawn light that will soon grace the outside world. The projected stars, though still brilliant, seem to hold a different quality, a quiet anticipation of the sun's return. This ancient temple, designed to commune with the vast, quiet cosmos, is a place where time itself seems to slow, where the boundary between the earthly and the celestial becomes beautifully blurred. You are part of this gentle, unfolding transition, perfectly at peace within its ancient, cosmic embrace, letting the quiet wonder wash over you. The feeling of the earthly and the celestial blurring continues, a soft, profound embrace that cradles you. You drift further into this ancient space, where the very stones seem to hum with untold stories of the cosmos. Above, through a natural opening in the canopy of ancient trees, or perhaps a carefully carved archway in venerable stone, the night sky reveals itself, not with a sudden burst, but a gradual, quiet unveiling. Tiny pinpricks of light, distant stars, begin to shimmer into view, like scattered diamond dust across a velvet cloth. They seem closer here, more intimate, as if whispering ancient secrets just for you. The air is cool and still, carrying the faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine and damp earth. You notice the smooth, cool touch of an ancient, moss-kissed stone pillar as you pass, its surface holding the echoes of countless nights. Moonlight, soft and milky, filters through the leaves, painting dappled patterns on the ground. It casts long, gentle shadows that dance with the slightest breath of air, creating a serene, ever-changing tapestry of light and dark. You feel a deep connection to everything around you, to the silent trees, the enduring stones, and the vast, peaceful expanse of the heavens above. There is no urgency here, only the timeless rhythm of the night, slowly unfolding its quiet wonders. Each breath you take deepens this sense of tranquil belonging, as the cosmic dance continues above, silent and eternal. The silent, eternal dance slowly draws your gaze earthward, from the shimmering constellations to the quiet, ancient world below. Here, nestled amongst hills softened by time, lies a sacred grove, its entrance shrouded in the gentle mist of a cool night. Ancient trees stand as silent sentinels, their gnarled branches reaching towards the celestial tapestry above, filtering the moonlight into soft, dappled patterns on the moss-covered ground. A hush, deeper than mere silence settles upon this place, as if the very air holds forgotten whispers and the quiet breath of ages. A winding path, barely visible beneath a carpet of soft leaves, invites a slow, unhurried journey deeper into the grove. Each step is cushioned, a gentle press against the earth, absorbing the stillness. The air carries the faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine and damp earth, a delicate perfume that wraps around you like a soft cloak. Further in, the trees part to reveal a small, clear pool, reflecting the moon and a scatter of stars like scattered diamonds. Its surface is perfectly still, a liquid mirror to the cosmic wonders above, a place of quiet contemplation and ancient peace. The water glimmers with an inner light, a reflection of the celestial beauty it holds captive for a moment. The liquid mirror continues to hold its celestial secrets, ripples slowly expanding from an unseen breath across its surface. Each ripple catches the faint, inner glow, sending shimmering patterns dancing along the ancient stone walls that cradle this sacred pool. You notice the air here is cooler, softer, imbued with the scent of damp earth and distant, blooming night jasmine. It's a scent that whispers of forgotten seasons and timeless serenity. Above, the high, arched ceiling of this chamber is not stone, but a tapestry of dark, polished wood, inlaid with small, iridescent shells that shimmer like scattered stardust. They reflect the pool's light, creating a gentle, diffused radiance that bathes the space. Tall, slender columns carved with intertwining vines rise from the cool flagstones, disappearing into the shadows overhead, guardians of this tranquil sanctuary. A soft, almost imperceptible hum vibrates through the air, a sound so low it feels more like a memory than a present sensation. Perhaps it is the distant murmur of an underground spring, or simply the quiet breathing of the ancient earth itself. There are no harsh edges here, only smoothed stone and worn wood, softened by countless ages. The light from the pool casts long, dancing shadows, making the carved vines on the columns seem to stir, as if awakening from a long, quiet dream. You feel a profound sense of peace settle around you, a quiet knowing that you are in a place where time slows, where the past and present merge into a soft, endless moment. The gentle glow invites your gaze to linger, to trace the path of the light as it plays across the water and the hallowed stones, revealing hidden depths and quiet beauty. The gentle glow invites your gaze to linger, to trace the path of the light as it plays across the water and the hallowed stones, revealing hidden depths and quiet beauty. As the light ripples, it seems to uncover stories etched into the very fabric of this ancient place, tales whispered by time itself. You notice how the water, calm and reflective, murmurs softly against the moss-covered edges of a low, forgotten platform nearby. It feels less like a sound and more like a whispered breath, a secret shared by the temple. The very air here holds a hushed reverence. Beyond the water's shimmering surface, a pathway of smooth, time-worn flagstones begins to emerge from the soft shadows, beckoning gently further inward. These stones, cool and solid, seem to absorb all sound, amplifying the sense of profound stillness that permeates the sanctuary. The light here becomes softer still, filtered by unseen arches above, or perhaps the dense canopy of ancient trees that might grow just outside, though only their elongated shadows dance faintly on the distant, carved walls. Subtle, distant sound of very gentle water lapping a delicate, earthy scent now drifts through the air, subtle and clean, hinting at damp earth and ancient stone, perhaps even the faintest bloom of a night-blooming flower nestled within the verdant crevices. It is a fragrance of time and slow growth, deeply woven into the profound tranquility of this sacred space. As your awareness drifts along this quiet path, you observe the graceful curve of an archway, partially obscured by clinging, soft green vines. This archway leads into a deeper chamber, its entrance a threshold into even greater peace. The air within this unseen chamber feels cooler, more enclosed, promising deeper serenity and forgotten wisdom held safe within its embrace. Each breath here seems to slow, aligning with the quiet, ancient pulse of the temple, drawing you further into its timeless peace, where every moment is a gentle sigh. The temple's ancient pulse continues to guide each gentle breath, a soft, steady rhythm in the quiet air. You find your gaze drifting now, past the cool, smooth marble of the inner chambers, towards a subtle archway, partially veiled by time and trailing vines. Beyond it, a faint, diffused light suggests an opening to the outside, yet still within the temple's sacred bounds. With unhurried steps, you might drift through this archway, emerging into a smaller, looted courtyard, open to the sky. Here, the air carries a different kind of hush, softened by the rustle of leaves from a venerable, ancient tree at its center. Its gnarled branches reach upwards, almost touching the pale, twilight sky, while its roots seem to intertwine with the very stones of the temple itself. Around the base of this tree, moss-covered stones form a natural seat, worn smooth by countless generations. The light here is soft, filtered through the canopy above, casting dappled patterns that shift with an imperceptible breeze. The scent of damp earth and ancient foliage mingles with the faint, lingering aroma of incense from the temple's inner sanctum. This quiet grove within the temple walls feels like a breath held, a secret whispered through time. The world outside seems to melt away, leaving only this serene enclosure, where the rustling leaves hum a lullaby older than memory, inviting a deeper sense of peace, a quiet stillness that settles deep within. Here, within this gentle, serene enclosure, the ancient trees stand as silent guardians. Their rustling leaves continue their soft, age-old song, a lullaby whispered through countless seasons. The air itself feels soft, imbued with the scent of damp earth and verdant moss, a calming aroma that invites you to breathe deeply and slowly. As you settle into this quiet rhythm, a soft, ethereal glow begins to emerge from deeper within the grove. It's not a bright, startling light, but a tender luminescence, like moonlight filtered through many layers of canopy, or the gentle glow of moss itself, reflecting some hidden, ancient light source. You find yourself drawn subtly forward, your steps light upon the cushioned forest floor. Each step feels deliberate, unhurried, as if the very ground encourages a gentle pace, slowing time itself. The sounds of the outside world have completely faded, replaced by the symphony of the grove, the faint, rhythmic trickle of unseen water, perhaps a distant, sleepy hoot of an owl, and always the continuous, murmuring leaves. Deeper in, the trees grow even taller, their branches intertwining to form a natural cathedral ceiling, a grand archway of living wood. The ethereal light ahead seems to coalesce around a small, circular clearing, where a single, truly grand ancient oak tree stands majestically. Its colossal trunk, wider than any you've seen before, is deeply etched with the wisdom of millennia, its bark a tapestry of time. Its branches reach out like welcoming arms, offering profound shade and solace, while the soft, mysterious glow seems to emanate from its very roots, a quiet, living heartbeat in the heart of the sacred grove. The air here feels particularly still, profoundly peaceful, as if the tree itself breathes out tranquility. Soft forest sounds, distant owl hoot, the great tree, ancient and wise, continues to breathe its quiet peace into the sacred grove. You feel its profound stillness, a gentle hum of tranquility that settles deep within the air. Its immense trunk, gnarled and textured by countless ages, seems to hold memories of the world's dawn. Runes, faint and smoothed by time, are etched into its bark in places, whispering tales of forgotten rituals and blessings. They are not sharp or urgent, but soft patterns like the intricate veins of a leaf, inviting a gentle gaze. As you draw a little closer, the roots of the tree reveal themselves, vast and strong, spreading like an intricate network across the moss-covered earth. They are not merely anchors, but seem to be veins themselves, connecting the tree to the very pulse of the land beneath. A soft, otherworldly glow, almost imperceptible, seems to emanate from the ground around these roots, a faint luminescence that hints at deep-seated magic or ancient energy. It's not bright, just a soft, steady thrum of light, like a sleeping ember. The air remains cool and fresh, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and ancient wood. The canopy above, a dense tapestry of leaves, filters the moonlight into dappled patterns on the forest floor. creating a natural mosaic of light and shadow. Each leaf seems to hold a tiny drop of quiet, reflecting the soft glow. You might notice a small, weathered stone altar, almost swallowed by moss, resting gently at the base of the grand tree, a silent testament to reverence. Its surface is smooth and cool to the touch, telling no stories, but holding the weight of many quiet moments. The entire grove feels like a sacred chamber, a sanctuary untouched by the hurried world outside. Soft, rustling leaves, distant water trickle in this sacred grove. Each leaf seems to hold a memory, and the air itself hums with a quiet, ancient energy. You walk along a soft, moss-covered path where the roots of colossal, age-old trees rise like slumbering giants. Their branches interlace high above, forming a canopy that filters the moonlight into dappled silver patches on the forest floor. Gentle breeze, distant chimes, the path leads you past smooth, worn stones, perhaps once part of a forgotten altar or marker, now softened by centuries of rain and growth. They are not sharp or imposing, but rather inviting, cool to the touch, telling tales without words. The scent of damp earth and sweet, unseen blossoms fills your senses, a perfume of peace and timelessness. You notice small, delicate ferns unfurling in the crevices of these stones, tenacious and beautiful, adding soft strokes of green to the muted tones of gray. A faint, meandering stream appears beside the path, its water so clear you can see the smooth, colorful pebbles at its bed, shifting slightly with the current. Its murmur is a continuous, soothing whisper, joining the chorus of the rustling leaves and the gentle breeze. This water, cool and pure, has flowed here for countless ages, carving its gentle path through the heart of the grove. It reflects the silver moonlight in fleeting, dancing glints, like tiny, winking eyes of ancient spirits. Further along, the trees seem to gather more closely, forming a natural archway of twisted branches. Passing beneath it, you enter a slightly more enclosed space, where the sounds seem to soften even further, as if held within an invisible sphere. Here, the moonlight barely penetrates, creating deep, comforting shadows. In the very center of this clearing, a single, enormous tree stands, its trunk wider than any you've seen, its bark etched with patterns that seem to echo forgotten symbols. It stands as a silent sentinel, anchoring the quiet power of this ancient place. Soft water murmur, distant owl hoot, ancient tree so deeply rooted, seems to breathe with the very essence of the grove. Its leaves, a deep, muted green, rustle with the softest sighs, a sound that feels less like wind and more like the tree itself, sharing its quiet wisdom. Each leaf reflects the gentle, dappled light filtering through the canopy, creating a moving tapestry of shadows and soft glows on the forest floor. Beneath the tree's expansive branches, the ground is covered not in rough earth, but in a thick, velvety moss, interwoven with tiny, iridescent ferns. It's a carpet of nature, soft and yielding, inviting a moment of rest. You notice a faint, almost invisible path that winds around the base of the mighty trunk, hinting at paths taken long ago by silent pilgrims or ancient guardians. The air here is cool and sweet, carrying the subtle scent of damp earth, aged wood, and something faintly floral, perhaps from unseen blossoms nestled deep within the undergrowth. This is a place where time itself seems to slow, where the hurried pace of the world outside simply fades away, leaving only the tranquil presence of the grove. As your gaze follows the path, it leads deeper into the sacred space, towards where the ancient stones of the temple begin to emerge, almost growing out of the earth itself. They are not sharp or imposing, but smoothed by countless seasons, their surfaces worn to a soft sheen, blending seamlessly with the natural world around them. The murmur of water, so faint before, seems to draw a little closer, suggesting a hidden spring or a quiet stream just beyond. Soft, rustling leaves, distant temple chime, the soft whisper of water, a sound barely discernible moments ago, now separates itself from the rustling leaves, growing clearer, more distinct. It pulls you gently forward, a soft, inviting thread through the ancient grove. Following its subtle call, you find yourself arriving at a hidden spring, nestled deep within the verdant embrace of the trees. The water here is impossibly clear, shimmering with a cool, inner light, reflecting the canopy above like a liquid mirror. Each ripple is a slow dance of light and shadow, undisturbed by hurried movement. Moss-covered stones, smoothed by centuries of quiet flow, line the edges of a small, tranquil pool. These stones feel cool to the touch, carrying the patient wisdom of the earth. Ancient, gnarled roots from nearby trees reach down, as if to drink from its purity, their dark, textured forms creating natural, quiet alcoves around the spring. The air here feels distinctly cooler, imbued with the damp, earthy scent of rich soil and fresh, pure water, a gentle counterpoint to the warm, sun-dappled stone of the distant temple that you left behind. A single, small, carved stone basin, worn smooth by countless years and generations, rests humbly at the spring's edge. Its surface is etched with delicate, almost faded patterns that hint at a forgotten craft, perhaps depictions of water lilies or celestial constellations. It seems to have been placed there long ago, perhaps for quiet offerings to the spirits of the grove, or simply for weary travelers to partake in the spring's refreshing calm. The basin is empty now, but its presence speaks of a history of deep, quiet reverence. The crystal clear water flows into it with a barely audible gurgle, then gently overflows, forming a small, meandering stream that winds its way silently deeper into the grove, disappearing beneath the deep, dappled shadows of ancient foliage. The gentle trickling is the only sound, a lullaby of the earth. Gentle trickling water, the gentle trickling water, a soft melody of the sacred grove, continues its quiet journey. It flows across moss-covered stones, smoothing them with its patient touch, before gathering slowly into a small, serene pool. This pool, nestled deep within the grove's heart, reflects the faint, ethereal glow of the moonlight filtering through the ancient canopy above. The water is so still, so clear. It seems to hold the very essence of the grove's peaceful spirit. You can almost feel the cool, damp air on your skin, a comforting embrace from the earth itself. The scent of rich soil and ancient leaves hangs softly, a natural incense that invites deeper calm. As you watch the subtle dance of shadows on the water's surface, you notice how the light shimmers, unbroken and serene. All around, the great, silent trees stand like watchful guardians, their ancient roots anchoring them to the earth, their branches reaching towards the silent, star-dusted sky. The trickling sound of the water becomes softer, more distant now, a whisper at the edge of your hearing. It's like the grove itself is preparing for a deeper slumber, drawing its energy inward, settling into a profound stillness. The world outside this peaceful sanctuary begins to fade, its edges blurring into a gentle haze. Allow your mind to drift like the soft mist rising from the cool water. Let your breathing deepen, mirroring the quiet rhythm of the grove. There is nothing left to do, nowhere else to be. Just this profound peace, this ancient calm, holding you gently. The grove is sleeping, and you are safe within its embrace. Let your own dreams now begin to unfurl, as softly and as beautifully as the moonlight through the leaves. Sleep well, wrapped in the quiet wonder of the ancient world.